This is a Mark III Golf GTI 2 litre 16 valve, and this was the car to have back in the 1990s. I bought this car nice and cheap off Marketplace, but totting up the parts, it's going to be going on eBay and it's going to be going to the highest bidder. But will I make, or will it break me? Hey there, it's Kim from the future. I might be smiling, but I'm not very happy about Kim from the past. He's been very irresponsible with his spending. It has got a little bit ridiculous. But by the end of the video, do stick with us. I'll get the total up on the board, the car will be finished and sold, and then we can talk about whether or not we have made a massive win, or more likely, a massive loss. This has been a very expensive car. I'm going to crack on and get the final bits done to it, so I can get it polished and get it up for sale. I've already cut out all the old crusty rust, and I'm going to insert some brand new metal to complete this wing, because the car simply deserves it. And it's the same story on the other side. The replacement doors I put on had a broken window regulator and it had a damaged wiring harness coming into the car. So I've gone ahead, I've swapped out the wiring harness, I've started to wrap it, and then I need to sort out the window regulator. And my real big bugbear is this window tint. With the lights behind you can see that these are really dark, like limo tint. Yeah, it might have been cool back in the 90s, but I want this car to look stock. I want it to look standard, because that's how this car should be. I want to keep the exhaust looking period correct, but I cannot find a standard exhaust to go on this car. So I've got the next best thing. The back box is in perfect condition, but the mid box is knackered. It's just incredibly rusty. So I'm going to insert a mid box and I'm going to sleeve it onto the original back box, because at the minute it's one piece. But this is the best I can do for originality. I've got the repair panel. I've cleaned up the mating surfaces. This is nice and crimped there. As you can see, there's a bit of an overlap. That's the original wing, so I'm not entirely sure what's happened there. But I'm going to trim that down once I've got the weld in place. And then this, the panel gap, is actually really good. I can't adjust too much down here, but it's sitting lovely and flush here. It's flush with the door, it's flush up here. What I've done is I've got one screw in the bottom, I've got one pair of mole grips here. I'm going to tack weld it either end, and then I'm going to bring the weld across. And blast over some high quality etch primer and the world's cheapest spray booth. So this is the wing off the driver's side, and definitely second time round I think I'm 10 times better. But unfortunately I did dint the wing quite badly holding it together with a pair of mole grips. Just simply haven't got the right tool for the job. So I'm going to put in a little bit of filler. Not necessarily a bad thing. And I haven't used body filler in a car for so many years. I make myself sound old here, but probably 18 or 20 years. So yeah, I'll sand this down and hopefully we'll get a nice finish from it. You know what, it feels like these shock absorbers have been off quite a few times. A bit of deja vu.
On closer inspection, the bolt doesn't look like it's bolting anymore. So I'm going to take extreme action.
Cutting through this with a hacksaw, what was I thinking? I think I need a reciprocating saw.
crazy idea. The through. Amazing. Near that. That thing's really heavy. I'm putting a lot of time and effort in trying to get this panel really nice. Where I've welded it in across here, just to make sure it's perfect and you can't see any ripples or anything like that. So I filled it and sanded it and filled it again. And I just thought I'd try the trim on it. I feel a little bit like I'm wasting my time. You can't even see half of the panel. Anyway, at least it's going to be good. Back in the budget paint booth for round 2. I'll give this a couple of coats of X primer. And hopefully the colour will be delivered tomorrow. And I'll get some colour on it. And then we can really get into the reassembly. So this is the back box I bought for the Golf GTI. As you can see, it's obviously right for the car. It's been mutilated and chopped off here, but that's not a problem. My aim has always been to cut it off here and sleeve it on a nice flat portion. So I've been out and bought a sleeve. And in typical fixing cars fashion, turn up and it's massive. Yeah, I'm delayed yet another day. So I'm going to leave this as it is. And I'm going to have to come back when the new one arrives. It's just what happens when you play with cars. You join me back in the world's cheapest paint booth. I'm sure for you only a few moments have passed, but I've waited a few days to have a custom Dragon Green paint mixed up. LC6P, if you can read that. So we're going to see how good of a colour match this is now. So you'll be joining me as I apply the first coat. Good job this place isn't dusty. How do you paint? You see it's black on this side already. I've already put under seal stone guard coat on underneath. That should give it a bit of longevity for the future. I'm going to do a couple of thin coats and I'll come back to it, I think. After the failure with this previous clamp, I've managed to go out and buy the correct one. Well done me. Right, let's get it back into the car. Everyone should have a little box of bolts. I mean, this is just a small one. These are the leftovers from when I did my Audi suspension. And I cut the bolt off for the exhaust clamp earlier on. And I'm sure, look at that straight away. Right now. Never throw your old bolts away. Look at that, it's perfect. I'll stick that on. Oh, even got a nut with it. Stick that on. Trim it down afterwards. Job's a good one. Look at that. Don't throw your old bolts away. Keep a tub for many, many tubs. Many, many tubs. I've just spent a minute cleaning up the inside of the joint here because it was a bit of a struggle to get it off. Soon to realise that I need to clean up the outside.
So I've cleaned up the outside as well. But at least the inside of the exhaust is really nice and clean. What a waste of time. Zzz. Straight on there. The exhaust hangers are in the right place. There's my PP8. That looks good there. I'm just going to mock it up and then I'll put some exhaust sealant on it before I actually put it all together. Back in the cheapest paint booth, I'm going to apply some spray lacquer. It's not just any spray lacquer though, it's professional. Professional. Just decided to die on me. Professional my ass. I've stuck some gun gum exhaust sealing paste around this exhaust here. Right, this one is pretty heavy. Probably put myself in some sort of stress position doing this. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, you know what? That's gone on. It's gone on okay. Got new exhaust rubbers to go on there, but I'll sort them out in a minute. Because they're a struggle to get off. We'll put them on early. I'm about to get them off early. I'm going to put some gun gum on here. I'll probably just fast forward this so you don't have to watch it. What's going on? The rear exhaust hanger is still in place. So I'm going to try to thread this through. I've already put some silicone grease on it, hoping it'd go into place. It's gone on really well. That is mocked up. Mocked up. Where are my bolts? Oh, come on, Kim, you knew better than this. Bolts. A quick reminder, always have PPE, especially when working above your size. It doesn't sound like it's the right size. 15. How does that even work? We're not even 15. Not even close. For reference, just put two 13mm bolts in with a 15mm socket. One of them's tight. Too tight. Right. Back one, back one. Back one. So that looks good there. that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Right, that's struggling a bit over. I'm going to turn the camera off because this bit's going to be boring. I know what you're thinking. Oh no, we're back under the car again. What's he messed up? Nothing. I've done nothing. It actually works. Look, it's all good. Rubbers doesn't hit, doesn't plan. Goes around the axle and everything. I'm well impressed. I've done nothing. And I've got no bolts left over. That's even better. Amazing. Really happy with that. World's cheapest spray booth. This will be the big reveal of the paint. Obviously the world's cheapest spray booth. There is a little bit of dust in it, but that'll polish out if I get round to it. But most of this is going to be covered by trim anyway. There's like an inch down there that's visible. This is covered, this is covered, this is covered by trim, etc, etc. Right, a little bit worried what a metal can from a paint code is going to produce. You know what? With a bit of a wash, well, that's actually really good. What? Try to touch it, I don't know if it's dry yet. I'm cleaning it really. What do you think? Trim's going to cover it up here anyway, so it's going to be a nice break in it. I think that's a really good job jobbed. Really good job jobbed. Plastic trim's going back on. The wings are looking amazing. The black plastic trim is still looking 30 years old. But I can't do anything about that. Let's get this in and get this done. And then these are ready to go back on the car. I said in possibly my first video about how good this car is under the arches. Look at that. A great car. Such a great little car. On this side, I haven't got a light on this side, but you can definitely see like everything's green is green. Everything that's supposed to be green is green. Like the rear pockets and everything there. Absolutely spot on. When I sell this car, someone is going to get a great car. Golfie's been in the garage just over a week. Flat. I've left all the windows and doors and everything open, the bonnet open, the boot open, so my battery's totally dead. Brilliant. I found a solution. My jump starter, I put on here, and I've just managed to whiz the windows down just an inch, just so I can get rid of that dastardly blooming window tint. Yeah, it's down just enough so I can get the top and get it peeling, get it started. Look at this. Who'd want that? And then I'll put the door back together. I can't wait. So the route I'm going for is going to heat with a new trim removal tool. I'm going to slowly work my way at the edges and hopefully get rid of this horrible stuff. This is my new t-shirt. That's what I do. Yeah, I fix stuff. Well, apparently it's not true. My new least favourite job, window tint, is off. But I can't even see through the blooming window. That is an incredible amount of glue. Remind me not to do that again. I'll get the total up on the board. You didn't think I was going to tell you just yet, did you? But by the end of this video, I can guarantee you will know how much this car has cost me. But I must remind you that these things are not for free. I do this as a bit of a hobby. This is all self-funded. I work full-time around that. So please, please, please show me your support so I can carry on doing what I do. I really enjoy doing it, but like I say, it's not free. So I need all the help I can get. I need all the support. If you just give me a like, just give me a little bit of a comment, and best of all, if you can watch it through to the end. massively helps out the channel itself, just hit me up. I'm sure you can just ping me an email, drop me a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. In just a moment we're going to get a nice little walk around. This car is polished and it is looking amazing. Someone is going to get an absolute bargain. Like I said, this car's already on an auction site. It's not going to be long till this thing's taken away from me, and I'm going to be absolutely gutted. I'm going to have to start from scratch again. I'm going to have to build yet another. I'm making it out like it sounds like a bad thing. This is amazing. Let's get this moved on. Let's get the next car. Oh, I absolutely cannot wait. But this thing is stunning. And I guess you all want to see the final result. The panel gap, excuse me, my side skirt is not on yet. But here we go. The panel gap, colour paint match. I think we can all agree it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, let's get the rest of the trim on. Really motoring now. I'm putting my trust in the good stuff here. Gonna get some of this on. Across the bumper already, it's looking really good. We'll just see what it can do for the arches. I'll likely get it all over the paintwork. So I'm gonna do this first, and then I'm gonna go across with a clay bar and clean the car up. And we'll get it all ready for sale. So yeah, let's see how this stuff does. Autoglym bumper and trim gel. Polishing the glue off this glass has probably been worse than cutting through that exhaust with a hacksaw. Definitely not a fun job. And I'm not even finished yet either. £2,264. Shoot me now.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap. I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks.
And what an absolute thing of beauty this thing has turned out to be. The Mark III Golf GTI 16 valve might be the end of the story for me, but it's only the beginning of the story for this. We have taken a £1,000 Facebook Marketplace bargain and turned it into this. What a thing of beauty. I really want to keep this car, but I just can't. I just can't afford to keep them all. So this is going to go to a very good home. If you have liked this video, and if you stayed this long, definitely like and subscribe and ring that bell and you get notifications when I do put another video out. So I'll be moving on to a new car. Quite likely get my Escort RS Turbo in here because I'm really itching to get on with that. But yeah. Please do like and subscribe. Thank you so much for staying this long. I really appreciate it. Until next time, thank you again. Shoot me now. It's over double £1,000 I originally bought it for. So we're going to put this car to auction. It could be worth anywhere between £2,500 and £5,000 this car. But unfortunately, I literally just don't know until it goes to auction and has actually sold. Wish me luck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, looks like I'm keeping it then. I want to sound disappointed, but there's no chance I'm giving this car away. It's chucking it down outside. It's turning into winter. It is not the right time to sell cars. So I can wait. Dry stored now till next year. And if you haven't already, please do click on that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you'll get notifications every time I get a new video coming out.
You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe.